So we want to look at evaluating variable expressions. So we've already done that a little bit when I was talking in one of the previous videos about calculating area and perimeter and things. If I was told to find the perimeter of a rectangle whose length is 8 feet and whose width is 4 feet. Okay, so we were given a formula for calculating perimeter of a rectangle, and that was you take 2 times the length and 2 times the width, and then you find the sum of those. So remember, perimeter is just how far is it all the way around. So evaluating a variable expression, what that means is you're given some values for some variables. In this case, I'm told the length is 8 feet and the width is 4 feet. And you're going to replace the variables in the expression with those values. Okay, and then I'm just going to work this out, use my order of operations and things. So I'm going to multiply first and then I'll add. So 16 feet plus 8 feet, and then add, so 24 feet. So when you're evaluating variable expressions, what you're doing is you're plugging in the given values, and then you're just simplifying the expression based on your order of operations. So let's say we have, let's say we're told let A be 3, B be -4, and C be -5. Okay, and we want to evaluate the variable expression B squared minus 4 times A times C. And again, I'm not going to put multiplication symbols. If you just have variables touching each other, that means multiplying. Touching means multiplying. So when I'm going to evaluate this, what I'm going to do is wherever I have a variable, a letter, I'm going to replace that with a set of parentheses. So this expression is going to look like this. Something squared minus 4 times something times something. So you can see those parentheses are being touching, so they're multiplying. And then I'm going to put in the values. So this first value is B. I was told B is -4, so I'm putting -4 there. Next value is A, so that's 3. And then I have a value C, so -5. And now I'm not going to look at any of this stuff above here. I'm just going to look at this expression, and I'm just going to work this out. So you think about parentheses, exponents, multiply, divide, add, subtract. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally here. So parentheses. Now when we say parentheses, we mean groups. So these parentheses is not what we're referring to. There's only one number in here, there's only one number in here, and there's only one number in here. Those aren't groups. Those are just multiplication with the parentheses helping us to figure out who belongs where. So this does not apply to this problem. There's no groups here. So go to exponents. So I have an exponent, so I got to take care of this. So I need to take -4 times -4. When we say -4 squared, that means you have a -4 times another -4. You're duplicating it. That's different than if it was this. If it was this, -4 squared, -4 squared is the opposite of 4 squared. So it's the opposite of 4 times 4. This is a -4 times another -4. You got to look at what the exponent is touching. Well, a -4 times another -4, a negative times a negative, is a +16. 4 times 3 times -5. So, okay, got that. Now I'm doing multiplying and dividing. The way you do that is left to right. So notice this 4 is touching the 3, and then it's touching the -5. So I'm going to work left to right. 4 times 3 is 12. And then I'm going to take 12 times negative 5. So 12 times negative is negative 60. And so now I have minus negative 60. Well, we don't do minus a negative. We change that to a positive. And this becomes 16 plus 60, 76. There's my answer. One way you could look at this is when I was multiplying here, you could look at this as negative 4 times 3 is negative 12. Negative 12 times negative 5 is positive 60. So, if you kind of think of this negative as being with this first number, not a minus, but it's a negative, then that makes it a little clearer why this works out to be a positive 60 here. But that's evaluating. Evaluating means you're given some values, you're going to plug them in for the letters, and then work it out. And there may be problems where you do one step and then you do another step. You might say, let's say it says, find 4a squared if a is equal to z minus 8 z squared when z is 2. Okay, so first thing we need to do is figure out what is a equal to. So we're told a equals z minus 8z squared. Okay, and then we're also told when z is 2. So we put 2 in for z, all of the z's, and then you're just going to work this out. So again, order of operations. Again, not really an issue here because these aren't groups, they're just 2's. Exponents, so it's square first. So that would be 4. 2 times 2 is 4. Then multiply 8 times 4, 32. And then add, subtract, so negative 30. Now that's what a is. But we're supposed to find 4a squared. So 4a squared, now that we know a is negative 30, is going to be 4 times negative 30 squared. And again, this is not a group, but we have exponents. So negative 30 times negative 30, that's 900. Positive 900, negative times a negative. And then multiply 4 times 900, 3,600. So there you go. So this is a two-part problem. First, figure out what a is using this other expression, evaluate it, and then use that answer to evaluate what 4a squared is. So that's evaluating variable expression.